Hey,
Got a
their
lot.
juice there is so
Viral
good.
photo
And he's
of
basically
Julian
dropping,
Lewis and Shador
it's like I'm
Sanders on
handing
Twitter.
over the keys to the Colorado Kingdom.
As Shador Sanders leaves to go to the next level, the next legend at Colorado arrives.
They told me bust down my AP, perfect timing. Perfect timing. I stay shining. Ice.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Perspective here on the Dear Football Fans Network, where we talk all things football for fans by a fan. And today, you say by the title, Juju on the beat, Lewis. That's what I'm gonna call him. Juju on the beat, Juju on the beat, right? Juju on the beat, Lewis is officially committed to the Colorado Buffs. They try to tell you. Coach Prime said, "Get me once, get me now." He tried to tell you, right? So we're gonna definitely take a deep dive into that. But before I start, I want to start by reading the Colorado's 25 class list as of today. As of today, Colorado has 5-star QB Julian Lewis, 4-star offensive lineman Johnson Gooden, 4-star wide receiver Cornell Farrakhan, Cornell X Farrakhan, 4-star wide receiver Adrian Wilson, 4-star defensive lineman Christian Hudson, 4-star linebacker Montrell Walker, 4-star defensive back Alex Graham, 4-star defensive back Anthony Branch Jr., 3-star offensive tackle Joy Gardenhire, 3-star tight end Corbin Lejour, 3-star tight end Zane Sosa. As of today, those are the guys that have committed to the Colorado Buffs. So what's next? You're here. Excuse me. You're hearing it now. You're hearing it here first. Carde Smith, offensive tackle. You're now on the clock. Natalia Owosu Boateng, you are now on the clock. That's a lot of stuff shaking and baking up in Colorado. November in Colorado and in college football in general is becoming definitely a month to remember. Not only are we being blessed by all these lovely games and then two more games for most teams to complete the season, who's going to make the top 12 college football rankings, who's going to win the championship, the conference championship game, who's going to secure the bye, who's going to win the national championship. There's so much football up and coming in this next few weeks that, hey, if you got plans, it's time to start canceling and sending them gifts, because the next couple of weekends and just the next couple of weeks, it's going to be so much stuff dropping all over the landscape of college football that for a fan, you got to get excited. It's okay to be excited because it's exciting, right? Juju Lewis, if you saw my last video, I made a statement, a firm statement saying Juju Lewis is a buff. Juju Lewis is a buff. Nobody told me. Even if they told me, I wasn't going to tell y'all. But it was so many different insights that there was no reason why Juju Lewis wasn't going to be a buff. The first one I shared was, if you remember, the picture that is now the holy grail of what they said now in terms of Juju sitting on the throne, the throne, the gold throne, and Shador passing him the keys. If you know Coach Prime and the CU Buffs, they don't release those type of picture unless you don't told them, hey, I am coming. It's just facts. If you know the story of Juju Lewis, he's currently doing a documentary right now. And the documentary about his life started way before a few years ago. And he's been done with someone that has great relationship with Colorado. Colorado's former superstar, quarterback that was involved in the miracle in Michigan, Cordell Stewart. He's been having a long-standing relationship with Juju Lewis and his family. Even before Juju Lewis was deciding to go was deciding to pick any school. The relationship runs deep. Juju's father and Coach Prime have a great relationship beyond that transcends football. So when USC was hopeful, I'm sorry. I told you. I told them. I said, hey, tell USC they need to go look for a new quarterback. Because Juju on the beat, Lewis, he's high stepping, and what? Prime time stepping all the way to Colorado. And for me, the one thing that I love most about this is the fact that this young man is a very, very smart man. Right? He's a very, very smart young man in the classroom and outside of the classroom. He reclassified. You know what you got to do do you know what you got to achieve to reclassify? You got to be good in classroom. That means you got to have the grades. It's not just your talent. To reclassify, it means you have to have the grades. So if you have the grades, that's one inclination that you're smart. Because that means as a junior, you take your senior level classes. Not everyone is able to do that. Not every 5-star is able to do that. Right? So and you always want a quarterback that is classroom smart, because he got to be able to watch film, digest film, read coverage and all that good stuff. So you got to have a smart quarterback. And as the same Boulder, Colorado, you got to be smart, tough, fast, and disciplined with character. And Juju on the beat, Lewis, embodies all that. He embodies being smart. I just gave you a reason. He's definitely a fast man on the football field. Disciplined. Character. So he's home. If you ain't signed Juju Lewis, if you want to sign Juju Lewis to an NIL deal, you better get that man first day. First day, you better get him, because yesterday's price ain't going to be today's price. I'm telling you now. The other beautiful thing about this commitment is it's coming at the right time. What do I mean by the right time? Right? Colorado still has 2 games left. Excuse me. So that means they have one more game at home against OSU, Oklahoma State University. Because this week they're away. They're at Kansas, right? And then they're going to finish their season at home. Guess what? Every 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, I ain't got no star, but I want to be a Colorado fan. I want to be a Colorado Buff athlete out there. Is coming to that game, because now they know the future is bright. They know the future has been cemented. Because if there's one thing in college football and every team needs, you need a strong quarterback. Quarterbacks are the foundation of your team. Ask Utah. Ask Utah. As soon as Cam Rising got hurt, wishing him speedy recovery, their team went from being projected to win, the Big 12 to probably what, close to the bottom of the Big 12 now. Ask Utah. If you don't got a quarterback, you don't have a team. Unfortunately, ask FSU. Ask FSU what they're faced with. They don't have no quarterback. Shoot, you want to see what their record is? So every recruit out there, they know Colorado has a future. They've landed a 5-star recruit that is good. Not no 5-star recruit that is 5-star by just 5-star. A 5-star recruit that is good. Guess what? I don't see Juju playing 1 year at Colorado and transferring anywhere else. That man is going to be Coach Prime's son. His attention is going to be all on him. Because guess what? Travis is going to the NFL. Jimmy On is going to the NFL. Right? Shador is going to the NFL. Shiloh is going to the NFL. Yes, he has some other guys, you know, LaJonte Wester is going to the NFL. Yes, he treats a lot of them as his kids, but not every athlete in the locker room can come and steal Coach Prime's shoes. Let's get it straight, right? Not every athlete can do that. But Juju is definitely going to be on that level. Juju's going to be what? Son number 5, but probably going to be on the children ranking child number 1 now because he's going to be the one closest to be able to impact the ranking every day, right? As a fan, I'm excited for Colorado. This is great, right? Because now we have, like I said before in previous videos, it's great because now we can talk about other teams other than the big name programs. So like I was saying, the recruits are going to be at the OSU game because that's their opportunity to make a decision now that they know that the future at quarterback has been solidified. They can now make a decision, right? Because Juju on the beat Lewis is going to be anchoring that offense. The other thing I like about this commitment is this young man is so smart, right? He's going to be arriving on campus early. Do you know what that means? When Coach Mo and the strength staff, when they get a hold of him, by the first game of the season, he's going to be bulked up. He's going to be well, conditioned. Because when you're training in attitude, right, it does something different for you. And also, he's going to have months to be able to get into the playbook, learn the offense, learn his receivers, learn everything that is going to set him up for success. Him and Pat Sherman, they're gonna be close to being the same way as Pat Sherman and Shador. And guess what? During that summer, guess who he's going to be practicing with? Shador. Because, like I said in my previous video, he's still going to have the same access that Shador has to his trainer, right? At select QB. So if Shador is in Miami, you best believe if his schedule allows, Juju gonna be there training. If Shador is in Colorado, best believe Juju gonna be there training. Like I said, yesterday's price ain't gonna be tomorrow's price. So y'all better get that boy now for that NIL checks. right? It's such a beautiful thing also because when you look at it, right? 2 years ago, this is the team that was losing pretty much every single game except one. And this is after years of ups and downs and ups and downs. And they said, you know what? We want a catalyst of change. We want a catalyst of change. And Rick Judge said, you know what? Prime, come on up to Boulder, Colorado, and let's do this. And Coach Prime said, you know what, Rick Judge, I got you. I got you, baby. This is what year one is gonna look like. This is the framework for year two. This is the framework for year three, and so on and so forth. Do you believe? And I'm pretty sure Rick Judge is like, just let me know anything you need. Let's make it happen. Year one was a year of hope. And we definitely, as a football fan, we were hopeful, right? It brought hope, it brought excitement, it brought a gravitas back to college football. College football became exciting once more. Not that it wasn't exciting, but it just had a different level of who, when is Colorado playing? When is Colorado playing? Especially the way they started that season, right? And then year two, he said, this is a year of expectation. And as I'm talking to you right now, the Buffs are 8-2, getting ready to play Kansas to hopefully go 9-2, and then finish up their season 10-2, and then get ready to go play the conference championship and become 11-2, and then maybe get a bye, right? And then play another the college football playoff and go 12-2, right? And then win another game and go 13-2, and then win another game and get 14-2, and then go to the national championship and possibly win it all. This is a team that 2 years ago was 1-11. And people have the audacity to say, what's Coach Prime's going to do next year? Forget all that. You can't be laying a foundation like this and not finish. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Stay blessed.